Yep. Alright, oh wait, I need the roster on my phone. Boo. Benbow and passes forward. Todd Strawbridge going up, getting blocked, but getting his own board and scoring.
That's a really good move for Ty, being able to go up with the ball and get his own rebound and make that
I turned the volume up so I could hear you. Because when Kingstrom goes off, it's impossible to hear. Did I save? I don't think I saved the rosters in the chat on Snapchat. Although my phone's gonna die, so I'm gonna need to get it on MacBook anyway.
And Vista is a man defense here.
Good analysis. Oh, I think we got. Do we have audio? Alright, we have audio, folks, so welcome to Mountain Vista versus Douglas County. I'm Griffin Leonard, along with Kendall Wright. We have a very exciting game on our hands. Number 5 ranked Mountain Vista taking on number 17 ranked Douglas County. Mountain Vista currently leads by 1 with just under 7 minutes to go in the game. Max Deering gives it over to Henry Gamble, driving in, missing. Ball goes out of bounds, and it'll go over to Douglas County.
And that was a really good drive by Henry. I know he didn't get the basket that he wanted, but if Vista keeps driving and drawing those fouls, it'll lead to their success tonight.
Douglas County going the other way now. That's inside to the elbow.
Great defense by Benbow in there.
Kicks it out. And they're going to call it travel. I've got to assume that's on Ty Strawbridge, but I honestly do not know.
Vista trying to play fast. They need to play fast but contain. We don't want to get those travels and those turnovers tonight.
Douglas County trying to retake the lead, and they are unable to do so. A.J. Jackson with the miss there. Mountain Vista goes the other way. Max Deering, he'll go to the line.
See, and there are those drives and drawing those fouls, like I said earlier. Vista again playing fast. When Vista plays fast, that is how they gain their points. That is how they manage to win these games. So you want to keep their pace up, but they want to play contained so that they don't turn the ball over, because Douglas County is a very good defensive team.
Well, that free throw does not go. Deering will be trying to get something from this possession.
Vista needs to be a little better at the free throw line. They have been shooting 63% from the free throw line, which isn't very good this season. So.
Yeah, I know it's something Coach Wood has really tried to work on in practices lately. Obviously, it's something that they need to improve. Three-pointer on the way from Douglas County. No good. Rebounded by Ty Strawbridge. That's Connor Mantelli on the miss. Vista the other way, nearly turning the ball over but recovering. And Max Deering has it at the top of the key. Driving in is Max. Max Deering has some space. Gives it over. Tyler Nats. He takes the three, and that's no good. Rebounded by Keegan Phillips.
That was very good by Max Deering.
Hackley gives it over. On the top of the key, that's A.J. Jackson. Back in Hackley. Keegan Phillips working on Strawbridge. Shooting and missing is Phillips. Gamble heads the other way for the Golden Eagles. Henry Gamble. And now it's Ben Bowen. Ben Bowen driving in and getting fouled and going to the line for two.
It looked like Douglas County double-teamed Henry Gamble there. They yelled out shooter. Henry Gamble has been 9 for 14 in the first 2 games of the season, which is 64%. So Douglas County knows this, and they're going to double-team Henry Gamble at the three-point line, so he needs to drive and pass it out.
Yeah, something John Peterson and I noticed when we covered the game last Thursday against Denver East. They have that dribble drive offense, and it allows for Ben Bowen to drive in, and if the defense converges in on him, then he can just kick that out to an open man, and a lot of times it's been Henry Gamble.
Yeah, this is dribble drive offense. is really good. A lot of teams can kind of guard it, but they can't if Vista keeps driving, passing, cutting it out to the three-point line. They'll draw defenders in and be able to get open looks.
Ben Bowen sinks the second. He's 2 for 2 from the line. And Douglas County down 4 now, trying to answer. Inside, Jaden Hatley. And he will go to the line. He's averaging 23 points a game. He's been on varsity since his freshman year. He's definitely the guy Vista has to watch out for.
And he is only a junior, so he still has 1 more year in high school. His future's looking bright.
Yeah, he's only 6 foot, which is obviously tall, but it's really not that tall for a basketball player. So he really has to create his own space, and he does a really good job of it.
But he has been the guy for Douglas County's success, averaging 23 points per game. That's how Douglas County's been able to win.
Well, maybe we're talking about him too much because he just missed those 2. Missed on the other end. Gamble. Deering thought about it. Gives it back over to Bowen. Ben Bowen. And now it's Gamble for 3.
And he hits it!
Henry Gamble for 3.
Again, Douglas County was scrambling to try and guard Henry Gamble, but Henry Gamble seems unguardable right now.
Yeah, Gamble, really good job getting open. Vista takes the lead by 7, but the Huskies answer right now. 4-point by Strawbridge. Guarded closely. And now it's Bowen inside. Nearly getting the ball stolen away is Ben Bowen. Strawbridge recovers. Max Deering with 3:45 to go in the quarter. Kicks it over. Gamble. Gamble. Over Deering. Deering for 3. Max Deering hits the 3-pointer. 7-point lead, Golden Eagles.
And that's that dribble drive offense, getting guys open at the 3-point line.
Mountain Vista, they're always finding somebody else. If Gamble's covered, if Bowen's covered, they find Max Deering. Tyler Knapp.
And Henry Gamble guarded the big man, but he did a very good job.
Knapp driving in, kicking it. Ben Bowen for 3. Bowen misses, and that's rebounded by A.J. Jackson, who's fouled by Strawbridge.
Number 22, Ty Strawbridge. His first team set.
That's the first foul on Strawbridge, so starting center. And we go to the halfway in the quarter timeout as we hit pretty much with this year. I'm not sure if you're aware. Pretty much what we have is we have a COVID timeout where the teams water up, mask up, and it's kind of just it's a breather of a timeout. But
such a weird year.
Yeah.
Last year, such a weird year. This year, such a weird year. But it seems like we figured out a way that we can manage so that everyone can watch sports and get to play their sports.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just glad that it's happening because, you know, this year has been so difficult to have anything happen. I know football was delayed. They originally were going to have it in the spring. But I'm really glad that the basketball season was able to continue as normal, as somewhat normal, and that they're able to have these games.
So we have some new faces out there for Vista.
Vista's new personnel will have to try to deal with this Douglas County offense. And it's Ty Nettles giving it over. That's Hackley. Mid-range from Hackley, and he misses. Rebounded by Bowen. Speeding down to the other end. Bowen over to James Lang. Deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with Vista. What did you see on that possession?
Again, Vista playing fast. It was okay, but again, they need to have good ball handling. Douglas County has a lot of steals per game, and they create a lot of turnovers. So Vista needs to be careful with the ball. And again, you see it, Jaden Hackley able to get his hand on the ball hit it out of bounds. So Vista needs to be safer with the ball, more content, to be able to, and again, you see it. So Vista needs to be able to get good passes, and that'll lead to them scoring more.
Yeah, Vista's struggling. They do get the ball into Nick Stone. And hopefully now the offense can go. As a foul is called, and the far judge rules it a travel, so it'll be a turnover. Golden Eagles, Huskies go the other way. So Hackley, who hasn't really been able to get going so far, he will take the ball down the court.
Vista's still in that man-to-man defense. That seems to be working for them this year.
Bowen going the other way for the Golden Eagles. In the corner to Lindauer, he misses, rebounded, and Douglas County going the other way with Nettles. Nettles, good crossover, hands it over. Three-pointer on the way, and the three-pointer is no good by Connor Mantelli. Van Bowen goes the other way for the Golden Eagles.
Looks like a foul was called there.
So that'll be a block. That foul will go on Jaden Hackley. It'll be his first. And it's the fourth team foul for the Huskies as the Golden Eagles get closer and closer to the bonus. Ben Bowen gets his first rest of the game. He's replaced by Bryson Linder. Nick Stone, and that's going to go the other way. It's a charge. Stone
And that was
went
a
up
great
for it.
defensive move by Douglas County there, being able to set their feet, get that charge call, and again, forcing more turnovers. And this is how Douglas County is going to get back in this game, if they keep forcing these turnovers.
Yeah, really good play by A.J. Jackson there. And Douglas County trying to get some momentum back with just over a minute to go in the first quarter. 13-6 Golden Eagles. On the top, A.J. Jackson gives it over to Team Hall. Driving in and putting up a floater is Ty Nettles. Rebound, he gets his own rebound. Misses again, and Lindauer gets the Golden Eagle rebound. On the other end, Christian Baker gets fouled. 36.5 seconds to go. He'll go to the line.
Good move by Christian Baker there, drawing the foul so that he can get to the free throw line. Hopefully he sinks these two. Vista hasn't been so strong from the free throw line again, so hopefully he sinks these two. Make it 15-6.
Well,
as he misses the first
unfortunately, he missed the first one. Baker takes the second to recompose himself as he tries to get something. And the second free throw does get in, so it's an 8-point game. And a substitution will be made. Hackley comes back into the game, and Keegan Phillips comes out.
Great block by Jake Lang. Vista playing really strong defense.
15 seconds to go now. James Lang for the Golden Eagles on the right side. Gets by Jackson, kicks it over. Linder contested. That'll fall short.
That one looked like it got tipped a little bit.
Hackley has to put up a shot, and it does not go in. Really close there from Hackley. That's the end of the first quarter, 14-6.
A decent start to this game. Probably not where we wanted to be at the end of the first quarter for Vista, but we're still up 8. That's a good place to be in at the time.
Yeah, I thought, the offense wasn't exactly clicking as well as we'd like them to be. The Golden Eagle defense was excellent. 6 points, and it was just lights out. They're forcing turnovers, forcing bad shots. I just really liked the Vista defense in that first quarter.
Yeah, and there towards the end we saw Jake Lang get that good block, and going off of that, the Golden Eagles defense is what is keeping them in this game. Their offense not looking so sharp right now, but you know, it's sometimes you gotta get warm. And we're still up by a good amount, and so the defense is what's keeping us in this game. If they can keep up that defense and sharpen up their offense a little bit, this game should be over by the second quarter.
Well, so far the offensive player of the game has been Ty Strawbridge, 4 points, 3 rebounds. He's definitely done a good job. He's not going to start in the game this half, though. And as we begin the second quarter, it's Douglas County. Ty Nettles driving, handing it over, pulling up from about the free throw line, and missing is Mantelli. I thought for sure that was going to go in.
Douglas County is not getting those shots to fall.
Nettles travels.
I've been watching Ty Nettles all over the court. It seems like he is tripping on this court today. I don't know if it's slippery or if there's something there, but he seems to be getting tripped up tonight.
They did clean the court in between the JV and varsity games, so maybe use that. Maybe it just isn't dry enough yet. But Lindauer misses the three. He's 0 for 2 from behind the line. That foul will go on Christian Baker.
That was a good look for Ben Lindauer. It was a good shot. It looked like it was going to go in, and you know, it may not have gone in. Not everyone is perfect, but if he keeps getting those open looks, he will start knocking them down.
Yeah, Lindauer hasn't hit a 3 yet this season, but obviously he's trying to get it going. The shots will fall eventually. Nearly losing the ball is A.J. Jackson. Hackley for 3, and he misses again. Vista escapes after another offensive rebound. Vista going the other way.
Douglas County also playing a man-to-man defense.
And that will be a foul called on A.J. Jackson. James Lang will go to the line for 3 shots.
16 foul. And it's to the free throw line.
6:57 to go in the second quarter. Lang to go to the line for the first of 3.
Jake Lang with 3 shots, and he makes the first one.
The free throw is up, and it is good.
Ben Bowen and Ty Strawbridge come back in, and Max Deering.
The shot is up, and it is good from James Lang.
We need Jake Lang to do all our free throws.
Yeah, we'll let him.
Seems to be on from the free throw line.
Yeah, although he is rewarded by getting put right back on the bench in his Kyler Nats, but we salute James nonetheless.
And now the starting 5 is back out there for Vista.
Douglas County trying to find something, and Hackley finally breaks the dry spell, which had Douglas County for minutes, and Vista responds with the turnover.
With that one, I think there may have been too many people like running down the court guarding Ty on that one, and the throw wasn't perfect, but it was a good idea.
On the other end now, Douglas County, it's Hackley. Hackley double dribble called, and the teams trade turnovers with 6.5 to go here in the second quarter.
Hopefully Ben Bowen can get going here. He's been kind of quiet in this first half.
Ben Bowen gives it to Gamble. Beautiful pass there.
And that is the duo right there. Both of those guys have been on varsity together for a long time, and those are your 2 stars this season.
Inside, Hackley. He misses. Rebounded by Deering. Hackley hits the floor. as Vista pushed the pace. Ben Bowen. Inside Deering. Missed. Ben Bowen puts it back in. Biggest lead in the game for the Golden Eagles.
Bowen! He's just trying to stack his stats, getting rebounds on rebounds.
Nettles gives it over to Hackley. Nettles once again. Inside. Spinning and shooting is Keegan Phillips, and he misses.
That was a good move by Keegan Phillips. The execution wasn't there.
And Vista misses the layup, which they probably should have had.
Vista's offensive execution is not there tonight. At least in these first 2 quarters, it hasn't really been there. Not a high-scoring game, but Vista's starting to get cleaner with their offense. And Brian Wood yelling at the refs about this pass call.
So we'll send it over here. So 5:16 to go in the second quarter. Vista up by 13. And we're going to quick send it over to Winter Sports. Quick promo for Winter Sports. All right, we're back, and it's a 13-point game, 5:16 to go. Vista is in the bonus, so the next foul on Douglas County, Vista will shoot free throws, although Douglas County do have the ball going down the court right now. Ty Nettles. Inside and missing is Sean Temple, and that is pushed out of bounds. Vista will get possession. Nick Mallory seeing his first action of the game. 5 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Ben Bowen slowing it down here, trying to get a good possession.
Strawbridge wide open, missing the 3. Well, it was a good possession. They got a really good look, and a foul is called.
That was a very good shot by Ty, a good open look. Didn't execute, that's okay. Shot was almost in.
So Ben Bowen is going to go to the line for a 1-and-1. Obviously, they're in the bonus, but he does have to make this to get another one, and he does not. Rebounded by Sean Temple of Douglas County. Inside, giving it off. Open for 3, and missing is Ty Nettles. And they get the putback. Keegan Phillips with the second chance points. Douglas County need a lot more of that. Strawbridge answers.
Very good possession by Vista there. Driving to the basket, getting that layup.
An errant pass there intended for Sean Temple. It'll go the other way. The Golden Eagles force another turnover and trying to extend their lead to potentially 15.
Nick Stone checking in.
It's Bowen. Good pass over to Strawbridge. Strawbridge hits the 3.
That was the same exact play that we saw a few possessions ago, and this time Ty was able to execute it.
So it's a 16-point lead for the Golden Eagles. Hackley trying to answer. That one goes out of bounds off Douglas County, and we have hit the COVID timeout. So let's send it over to us. 16-point lead for the Golden Eagles. I have loved everything I've seen so far.
Vista is getting cleaner on offense. They started running some plays using picks, which is helping get those open shots and open looks. And we've been able to knock them down.
Yeah. We've gotten better on offense in this quarter, while maintaining that high level of defense that we saw in the first. So if anything, we're just getting better as this game goes on. And I think from a Douglas County standpoint, for them to get back into this game, first of all, they need to crash the boards. If they're going to be missing, they got to get those offensive boards. They got one.
That last point was because they got an offensive board.
Exactly. Ben Bowen taking it down for the Golden Eagles. 16-point lead, their biggest of the game. Strawbridge for three, no good. Rebounded by Douglas County, and it's Hackley going the other way. Hackley with a nice move. Losing his balance, falling over, and another Douglas County turnover.
Hackley hasn't really been passing too much. He's trying to get Douglas County back in this game. He is their star player, so him carrying the ball, he's trying to get them back in this game.
Driving in is Ben Bowen, and he scores.
And that is what Ben Bowen is so good at, driving to the basket, getting those layups.
It's Douglas County on the top of the key. It's the big man, Mason Hart.
Douglas County doing a lot of cutting on their offense.
Yeah, Vista's just containing it well. Can't say much else. Three-pointer on the way. Douglas County misses again. Vista with the rebound. James Lang hits the three, and it's a 21-point lead.
Shot by Jake Lang.
Hackley scores, and finally Douglas County able to get a basket on their first shot of the possession. So it's a 19-point game. Douglas County, obviously, you saw them make that mid-range. Hackley, he's doing the best he can. I think the main thing for Douglas County, though, like, as much as they need to crash the boards like we were talking about last time, you can't be relying on that. You need to be able to go out and get that basket on the first shot of the possession like they did there. And you mentioned the cutting and passing cutting that they were doing. The Golden Eagles, they've just been containing it. The Huskies have had to settle for shots on the perimeter because they haven't been able to find a way inside. And Brian Wood, he's going to want to keep making Vista enforce that as this game goes on.
Yeah, Douglas County doing a lot of cutting. Not really a lot of dribble drives. They've just been cutting, kind of passing it around the three-point line. They haven't been getting the looks that they want to, so they need to start driving to the basket and trying to draw fouls to get to the free throw line at this point. Yeah,
well, they've done a good job so far. They've gone to the line a lot. And as we send it back, Christian Baker is inbounding the ball. Nick Stone. He gives it into the corner. James Lang, other corner, but it hit out of bounds before it ended up getting, or before it got all the way to the corner.
Again, this needs to start being clean. Needs to start being clean with their offense. These turnovers not really helping them. We do have a big lead, but these turnovers aren't helping us.
Well, there you go. They got the offensive board, but they really needed to make that layup. That wasn't a terribly difficult shot, and they got the offensive board and put it back up, but they shouldn't have needed that. Wild pass, and a foul will be called. That foul will go on Mason Hart, the center. All the way out on the perimeter, that's not exactly his comfort zone.
It is 1-1, so Jake Lang will be shooting, and this is the guy we want at the free throw line. He's been consistent consistent from the free throw line. So hopefully he can knock down one and then get another one, and hopefully knock down both of those.
Well, that's a third foul, and you do see Mason Hart come out of the game with 3 fouls. Obviously, with 5 ejectees from the game, you don't want to be in this kind of foul trouble this early. The free throw, no good from James Lang. I think you jinxed him.
Yeah, I was about to say that. I think I jinxed him.
Hackley trying to make something happen. I think Douglas County's best case scenario is down 10 at the half. Hackley misses, and it's Lindau.
Has been consistent from that spot, and he just missed that one. So I don't know what Douglas County's going to do about that.
Well, James Lang drives in, intercepted, a really nice steal there by Ty Nettles. Douglas County going the other way. He finds himself open and misses, rebounded by Lindau.
Vista doing a really good job attacking the boards, especially on defense, and being able to take those offensive rebounds from Douglas County.
Douglas County going the other way. Nettles.
Douglas County is trying to play fast. Douglas County trying to play fast because when they slowed it down, nothing seemed to be working for them, so they are trying everything at this point to get back into this game.
6 Golden Eagles team foul. Starting lineup, Henry Gamble.
Hackley finds his man in A.J. Jackson. We have 1 minute to go in the first half. 17-point lead for the Golden Eagles. Keegan Phillips gives it over A.J. Jackson.
Again, Douglas County using that cut offense where they pass it around the three-point line.
Really nice job by Hackley to find himself space, but missed. He has been kind of cold today.
Ben Bowen going to slow it down. Probably try to run down the clock on this possession so that they can get the last possession of this half.
15 seconds to go in the first half. Gamble, 4-3, no good. 6 seconds to go. Douglas County's got to hurry down the court. Len provides pressure.
That was the shot that Vista was trying to create. It was still a good look, but I think they were trying to run down the clock to get the last possession. Nonetheless.
Well, it is halftime here at the Eagles Nest. Golden Eagles lead by 17, 31-14. Just a reminder, the next VistaNow broadcast will be on Tuesday. Girls basketball, they will be here versus Heritage. That'll be a good game. Luke Duffy on the call. So please tune in next Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. So it'll be about a 10-minute halftime. And I would like to ask everybody in, I believe we have about 75 people in the chat right now. So thank you for coming out and supporting the Mountain Vista Golden Eagles. If you have any questions about the first half, what we are thinking of seeing in the second half, or just any questions in general that somehow relate to Vista or the sport, please, I'll keep that broad, but don't make me regret that. Please put them in the chat. Really quick, while we let you do that, here's a quick promo. Girls basketball.
She's double teamed with 5 seconds left in the first quarter. Amy Holland up for three.
It's tipped.
Ooh!
It's in.
Great handoff there, almost fumbled a bit. Amy Holland now with the ball.
Thinking about it. Ended up, it almost pulls up. Amy Holland's going to
does.
deep three.
Ooh!
2 minutes and 40 seconds left in this first quarter. So far, we've seen some very aggressive defense. Not just the rest has been what's slowing Castleview down. As Erica Rivera sinks a three-point shot with each
Shot there as it floats over two Mountain Vista defenders.
Oh, and still pleading his case for that shot.
As Anna Duffy is able to respond. Ooh, great fake pass there. As she makes it.
Douglas County drive to the basket, there was very little fouling. I didn't feel like Douglas County got to the line very much. They did very, very well defensively rebounding. They only let Douglas County get about 2 offensive rebounds, which then they put back up for shots, but Golden Eagles really getting a bunch of rebounds, which I think is what helped us get more possession.
I'd agree with you. I'd say that although they played a really aggressive game, they played, or the first half really aggressive, but pretty clean. Like most of the contact that was made was minimal. It was just both teams really hustling for the ball. And I'm excited to see if that continues into the second half. So
in the first quarter, Vista's offense wasn't really there. I mean, it was there, but we did miss a lot of open looks and like drives to the basket through the lanes, but you know, it's okay. In the second quarter, Vista got back on it. We were up 17, so
that's true. Yeah, it would take quite a collapse, I think, for the Golden Eagles to lose this lead very quickly. Their defense has been spot on. 6 points allowed in the first quarter, 8 in the second quarter. Really good job all around by the Golden Eagles. We're going to send it to a quick interview with Ben Bowen, and then we'll be back to answer your questions. Please put them in the chat. Please, about Vista or the game. Nothing else, please. All right, Ben Bowen.
Hello, Mountain Vista sports fans. I'm Ty Strawbridge, and joining me today is Ben Bowen, Mountain Vista senior and future Division I basketball player at the University of Wyoming. Ben Bowen, thanks for catching up with us. We have a few questions we'd like to ask you.
Happy to be here, Ty.
All right, first question. What are some things you like to do outside of basketball?
Outside of basketball, well, I really like golfing. Picked golf up the last 3 years, and then just spending time with friends and family, you know, doing stuff to keep busy. But I'd say the one thing I like to do the most off the basketball court would be go play a round of golf.
Go to a gas station and you had to pick a snack and a drink. What would you choose?
Well, it depends. Am I on a road trip or am I just like coming home from a workout or
Just
something?
coming home.
Just coming home? All right. Well, then I would grab a king-size Kit Kat bar and one of those big yellow Gatorades. That would be my that's what I would grab.
When you think of Tiger Woods, what do you think of?
Greatest golfer ever. I mean, there's not a whole lot else to say. He's just a natural born killer, and he's the most fun guy to watch, in my opinion. That's the reason why I started watching golf, and the reason why I started playing golf was because I liked watching Tiger play.
Now, not a lot of people get to grow up around the NBA. What was that experience like growing up?
As a lot of people know, my dad played 9 years in the NBA, and he's been coaching now for probably 10 years, I think. So I've been fortunate with a lot of the experience I've got to have. Met a lot of people. I would say probably the favorite person I ever met was Kobe Bryant. But I mean, it's just, you know, it's crazy, really. Basketball is like a second language to me. It's what I've grown up with my entire life, and just fell in love with the game, and more so for those reasons. You've been to so many Nuggets games. I've gotten to experience some of the best moments ever in the Pepsi Center. Now it's Ball Arena, but just those moments, those things, being able to go into work with my dad, that's the type of stuff that, you know, really made me fall in love with the game of basketball.
And now I know that you've become a great basketball player in yourself, and you chose to go to the University of Wyoming. What made you choose the University of Wyoming over some other schools such as that were recruiting you?
Really, it just comes down to I wanted to play for Coach Linder. He was previously at Northern Colorado and was recruiting me there. He'd been recruiting me the longest out of anybody. But I mean, I just think that he's got such a great basketball mind, and he's a phenomenal coach. Not necessarily an easy guy to play for, but you know, for me, I'd like to do something with basketball. You know, past high school and past college, I'd like to do something in the basketball field, and there's really no better guy to learn from, I think, in the college area. I think he's just a really good coach, and when it's all said and done, I would guess that he'll be one of the best college coaches ever do it. So I'm just really, really excited and happy that I have the opportunity to be able to go up there and learn from him for 4 or 5 years, whatever it may be.
Thank you for catching up with us, Ben Bowen.
All right.
And we're back, and there's about 2 minutes to go before the start of the second half of action here at the Eagles Nest. But before we get to the second half, let's have a quick performance from the 2021 Mountain Vista Varsity Palms.
Girl, put your love on me, 'cause I won't let you down. I won't let you down. And we always singing. Girl, put your love on me, 'cause I won't let you down. I won't let you down. And we always singing. Girl, put your love on me. I feel it all around. I feel it all around. And we always singing. Just you.
Alright, well, we are back for the second half. Hope you enjoyed that Palms performance. We're about 15 seconds underway. Here in the second half, Ty Strawbridge loses the ball, and Douglas County will go the other way. Putting it up and scoring is Keegan Phillips, and Douglas County need a lot more of that.
Looks like Douglas County is coming out playing fast.
They definitely came out aggressively, which is exactly what they need to do. That kick out goes to Kyler Naps, and it's a bit far. And Douglas County picked the ball down. A.J. Jackson wide open for three. And it's finally a triple for Douglas County.
Coming out with revenge right now. They want to get back in this game. They are playing fast. They're playing aggressive. And that is going to help them right now. Vista doesn't look like they're coming out with high energy. Kind of got to get that up.
Yeah, you can see Brian Wood starting to pace over there on the sideline. He does sit down, but there's got to be a whirlwind of emotions going through his head right now. So it's a 12-point lead. That pass goes out of bounds off of Douglas County, so Vista retains possession. Inbound goes to Deering. Deering guarded by Keegan Phillips. Deering lob, and it was a bad pass, intercepted by Hackley. That's an easy one for Douglas County. Phillips working on Nats. The foul will go the other way. It's an offensive foul.
And
Kyler Nats draws the
that is
charge.
what Kyler Nats is great at. The Valor game, he took 4 charges. This game, just got one. He's very good at getting those offensive fouls.
Now, for those watching at home that have never played basketball, you can just see that and just be like, oh, he just let the guy run into him. Well, it's really a lot harder than that, because if you flinch, that foul's on you instead. So you really just got to put your body on the line.
And a great play, Henry, to tie with the shot fake. Able to get the defender flying.
A.J. Jackson inside, and that was a drop pass. Bowen goes the other way for Vista. Vista slow it down now with Henry Gamble. Gamble, what a nice move, and blocked by Keegan Phillips. Going the other way, Hackley, a little floater, missed, put back no good. Offensive rebound, Ty Nettles scores.
There's are those offensive rebounds.
Douglas County cut it to 12.
Douglas County coming out really fast and aggressive in this third quarter. That's putting them back in this game. Golden Eagles only up by 12. Still a big lead, but you know, Douglas County's coming.
Yeah, that's true. And obviously, you'd still like to give Vista the benefit of the doubt. Oh, they're just starting slow. They'll heat up. But I think that change needs to happen right now, because if they come out slow out of this timeout and the Huskies turn it down to like a 6-7 point game, then all of Vista's momentum is gone, and it's almost going to be as if they're playing from behind at that point. 5:44 to go in the third quarter here at Mountain Vista High School. Ben Bowen gets the inbound pass for the Golden Eagles, up 12. Bowen over to Strawbridge. Henry Gamble driving with the right hand. Max Deering inside, putting it up, foul, and it's going to be a charge on Max Deering. Not a whole lot of arguing from the bench. I think they knew that was going to get called.
Charges being thrown all around. We've already seen 2 in just this quarter.
So just under 5.5 to go. Douglas County has a little more momentum, and it's Hackley. Hackley has 7 points today. He's trying to get into double digits. Drives in on Deering, puts it up and scores. Wonderful play by Hackley. Strawbridge, and he walked with it. He was really trying to get behind the three-point line.
He was trying to create a little step back, but the ref was standing right there.
Yeah, it was a little too much movement. So Ty Nettles.
This needs to play some strong defense right now.
And that's a really good defensive play by Max Deering. Nettles misses, Gamble going the other way. Gamble backs out, gives it over to Nats. Nice pass to Ben Bowen. Finds Nats, right back, Kyler Nats, and it's a 3. Three-pointer, Kyler Nats.
This did a really good job being able to pass. They were giving good passes and found the open man.
Hackley gives it over, that's Phillips. Phillips working on Strawbridge. Puts it up, and that one, I did not see the final call, but it does look like it's going to be a charge on Kyler Nats, or drawn by Kyler Nats, rather, and that's his second of the quarter.
That is Kyler Nats' specialty.
Yeah, he definitely provides a defensive presence that I don't think a single player on the team matches.
I agree.
Nick Stone trying to build on that. Stone guarded, gives it over to Lang. Gamble for 3, and Henry Gamble a little bit long. 4 minutes to go. Just
Gamble
about.
hasn't been able to get really the shots that he wants, but he's still trying.
Mountain Vista playing some good defense. Hackley gets around Bowen, puts it up, contested, and he scores. Wow. Impressive play by Hackley. And that
Hackley
ball
has
pushed out of
definitely
bounds.
been heating up in this second half. First half came off a little slow, but this second half he's been on fire so far.
All right, we got our COVID timeout. Just a reminder, after the game, stick around. It's the VistaNow post-game show. We'll be breaking down the game, possibly interviewing a player. We'll see what the availability is. But stay tuned for that. Do not go away when you hear that final buzzer, because we will not be going away. So what are your thoughts on this COVID timeout? Do you like it? Do you not like it?
I mean, you can't really say if you like it or not. Like, this year, last year, been super duper weird. Like, as long as they get to play and we get to sort of kind of watch it, I mean, whatever keeps the players safe, that we can keep broadcasting, you guys can keep watching at home, and that they can keep playing, I think it's good.
Yeah, well, one of the perks of broadcasting is that we get to be at the games. But it's Ben Bowen on the left side, driving in, and he slams it home.
A monster dunk by
God.
Ben Bowen. It looked like he dunked over like 4 people on that play.
And there's a travel called.
And that is a great shift of momentum to Vista. Ben Bowen with that huge dunk, then forcing Douglas County to turn it over, and now Vista has the ball again.
That ball goes out of bounds, and it's off the thigh of Bowen, so a turnover. We do apologize if you missed that dunk at home. The cutover was a little late, but we assure you it was just as Ben Bowen loves to do. So here's Hackley, down 13. The Huskies have narrowed down the lead a little bit. It was as big as 21 in the first half. Hackley gets a screen. Stone trying to keep up and ends up fouling. Hackley will go to the line for 2.
Hackley did a really good job being able to draw that foul. He really sold it by falling to the ground, which a lot of refs fall for.
Yeah, well, there was definitely contact, but I mean, it's always up for debate whether or not there was enough to call the foul. But you got to think with Stone trailing behind like that, the ref's probably going to give him the call. Hackley does miss the free throw. Hackley hasn't had a great day from the line. He is 0 for 4. Although he makes that one, but still only at 20%.
He heard you saying that he was 0 for 4 and he did not like that.
I put pressure on him and I regret it. Nick Stone, and it's Christian Baker for 3. Way short, unlucky there from Christian Baker. In the corner, it's A.J. Jackson.
Douglas County again doing that cut pass offense.
Ben Bowen. Gamble, open. Shirley's got to have this one, and he does. 15-point lead, Golden Eagles.
Henry Gamble has kind of like shifted to that spot on the court. He really feels like he loves that spot on the court tonight.
Yeah, so 15-point lead, Golden Eagles. Henry Gamble, he's had a good game so far. He has 8 points on 3 for 5 shooting. So he's definitely maybe not making as big of an impact as he did last week against Denver East, but he's still making a big impact in this game.
And again, this is a team effort, so we can't always rely on one person. And I think this does a really good job at making it a team effort. They pass it to everyone. They make sure that everyone gets those open shots and looks.
So with 2:32 to go in this third quarter, Hackley will bring it down the court for Douglas County. Pressured, an odd pass, but he gets out of it. That pass goes off Baker. It's a kick ball, but it'll stay with Douglas County. rises up from mid-range and misses. A.J. Jackson rebounded by Douglas County. Ty Nettles. Hackley gives it back over Nettles. Phillips. Douglas County with some good ball movement as we hit 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Long two on the way, missed. And being tripped up is Nettles, no call. Fast break Vista. Nick Stone gets rejected by Jayden Hackley, who has really been a menace.
Nick Stone trying to shoot on a 2-on-1. It was a fast break. That was a good play. It just didn't work out for Nick Stone on that one.
So 1:45 to go in this third quarter. Inbound pass goes to Bowen. Gives it over. Nick Stone inside. James Lang. James Lang for three. He drains it. 18-point lead Golden Eagles. They are clicking on offense.
James Lang is feeling it tonight.
Three-pointer on the way. Hackley misses. Rebounded. A foul is called.
Jaden Hackley tries to answer Big Lang's three-point.
Hart is on 3 fouls, so the Huskies running into a little bit of...
Trying to stop Vista from getting those three-pointers. This has been really dominant from beyond the arc this game, and so it looks like Douglas County is trying to stop those shots, but they're also trying to stop those drives because this has all around been dominating in the paint as well.
Ben Bowen kicks it, and a really nice save there. Douglas County going the other way. Hackley with the left hand misses. The putback is good from the center Mason Hart.
And that was a very good fast break for Douglas County.
Ben Bowen inside, getting fouled. It'll be a block. That foul will go on. We'll wait for the official's call. The foul will go on number 11. That's Jaheim Hall. It's his second. Vista will be in the bonus for the rest of the game beginning now. So any more fouls that obviously aren't charges or any offensive foul like that, Vista will go to the line. Lindauer finds himself trapped, looking for a way out.
County back to a man defense.
30 seconds to go here in the third quarter. James Lang may kind of just let this one play out. Gives it over to Lindauer. 20 seconds to go.
This is trying to get the last possession of the quarter.
Goes out of play, and it will stay with the Golden Eagles.
16.7 left on the clock.
Back on the court. Ben Phillips. 66 remaining in the quarter. Timeout.
And a timeout by Mountain Vista. Brian Wood probably wants to plan a play that will go to the end of this quarter, probably to Ben Bowen or Henry Gamble, I would guess. Try to run down the clock, get that last shot up.
Yeah, I would be surprised if the Golden Eagles let Douglas County get the ball again this quarter. Obviously, if there's a turnover or something, the Huskies might get the ball, but I do not see the Golden Eagles taking a shot until 2 seconds left. So we've seen a little bit of an up and down quarter. My thoughts are mixed, but overall, would you say the Golden Eagles have been better in this quarter or Douglas County?
I really don't know. Douglas County came out really, really strong, but then this has been able to kind of slow them down, like more towards the end of this quarter. So I really think it's been even. I think this didn't start out as strong as Douglas County did, and those momentums kind of kept shifting throughout.
Yeah. All right. So 15 seconds to go in the quarter. We'll see you in 15 seconds, but back to the action. Christian Baker finds Bowen with ease, and the time starts to run out. Baker, 7 seconds. A man went down, 4 seconds. James Lang in the corner, misses the three, and the loose ball will not be grabbed by anybody in time. It's the end of the third quarter. Mountain Vista 44, Douglas County 28. Break down the third quarter.
Again, Douglas County came out really strong and aggressive. They did not want to be down by, they definitely don't want to be down by this much going into the fourth quarter. They can come back from it, but it is not like the place that you would like to be going into the fourth quarter. I think Vista did a spectacular job fixing up their defense and being able to force turnovers, but I do think that Vista does need to be cleaner with their offense. They are losing the ball out of bounds. They are not making the best passes. They aren't also making all of their shots, so I think more driving to the basket would be better.
Yeah, well, we've definitely seen Douglas County have their moments, right? They were down by as much as 21 in the first half. They cut it down to 10 at one point in the third, and Vista's kind of met them in the middle. 16-point game going into the fourth. The teams are just about to break the huddle, so we'll send it back to the court. 16-point game with 8 minutes of regulation to go. So Douglas County inbounds to Nettles, and it's Mantelli. Hackley, he may have to take over here in this fourth quarter if they want to have a chance. He drives in, a good move, misses, gets his own board, kicks it out, three-pointer, no good. Durian went to the ground, no call. Gamble goes the other way. He drives in, kicks it, Lindauer for three, no good.
That corner has either been disrespect or it has not.
So Keegan Phillips, he shoots the three, way short. Offensive board, really good awareness by Connor Mantelli to get to that.
Again, this is looking like the third quarter. Douglas County coming out fast and aggressive, and Vista kind of coming out a little slow, a little sloppy.
Deering trying to answer. He's short, rebounded by the big man, Mason Hart. 14-point game, 7 minutes to go. Hackley trots down the court on a mission.
Hackley's trying to take over this game. He's been trying to take over this game since the beginning, but in these last two quarters, he has definitely been getting more of what he needs.
Well, I think that they may have put so much attention on that some other guys are opening up because that's back-to-back baskets for Douglas County. Strawbridge answers on the other
Vista
end.
has been shooting okay from the three-point line, but when they get down in the paint, they are significantly better this game.
So Hackley with a 14-point deficit for Douglas County, and it's Phillips. A bit of a mismatch. Lindauer trying to guard the 6'7" Mason Hart. Three-pointer on the way, drained by Connor Mantelli. He's got 2 buckets for the Huskies. It's an 11-point game, and the timeout is called by Douglas County. I believe they have 1 left, and with 6:07, it looks like we may have a ball game on our hands.
Douglas County has been coming out in the third and fourth quarter really fast, really aggressive. I'll say it again. You can see it in that they're playing really fast. They're able to get open looks, and they have started making a lot more of their shots than they were in the first half. This is kind of playing slow, not getting really the looks that they want, and they've been shooting iffy from the three-point line tonight. So I think like that last play, passing it down underneath to Ty, and they made that. I think driving to the basket, getting those inside looks, especially to Ty, would be really good for Vista right now.
Yeah, well, especially with Strawbridge. Ty Strawbridge, he's the leading scorer in the game. With that basket, he padded his lead in the scoring line. He's got 13 points, 4 rebounds. So it's definitely been a big game for Strawbridge, his biggest of the season. And as we head down the stretch, I'd like to see Vista continue to feed him down low. Bit of a press here as Henry Gamble gets across half court. A foul will be called. Gamble will go to the line for a 1-and-1. That foul will go on Mantelli.
And that's a 17 foul for the Huskies. It's 12 to Henry Gamble.
County bench trying to heckle Henry Gamble at the line.
Gamble trying to go 2 for 2. And he does. The rim aids him a little bit in that one, but it's able to drop. Vista leads by 13.
That is very good. Hopefully it shifts the momentum back to Vista. The momentum's kind of on Douglas County right now.
Mantelli. Long pass. Stolen away by Max Deering. Heck of a play by him.
Defense by Max.
Strawbridge. Driving. Going up and scoring.
And there are those drives that I've been talking about. Ty Strawbridge is really good at driving the basket.
Ben Bowen loses the ball. Huskies going the other way. Hackley, wide open layup. He's going to have that 10 times out of 10. Bowen slowing things down after that turnover.
Vista looks like they're slowing it down a little bit.
Strawbridge, 4-3, no good. Just when you thought he couldn't miss.
Liking that far corner from the three-point line. We've shot almost all of our three-pointers this quarter and last quarter from that corner.
Well, that was a very nice runner by Ty Nettles. Max Deering passes it out of the trap. Ben Bowen kicks it. Gamble. Gamble inside and scoring. Mantelli. Hackley. Hackley 4-3, and he finally gets one.
Hackley is feeling it in this last quarter.
He hit one early in the game, but had been pulled from behind the arc until then. And that foul will go against the Golden Eagles. Lindauer. I thought he was set, but the ref said that he got his elbow up a little bit.
It looked like he pushed his arms out on that one, and when you are setting a pick, if you move at all, it will be an offensive foul. It will be an illegal screen. That's just how the rules are. And even if he did move, it's still the rest call.
Yeah, well, it's a 10-point game. This is as close to getting it back tied since the first quarter. Nettles gives it over. Three-pointer on the way, and it's a little short. Ball on the ground. Deering loses it. Picked up by Nats, trying to find a way out. Loses it again, and scoring is A.J. Jackson.
Trying not to travel on those two.
Mount Vista need to slow things down, and a foul will be called on Nettles, exactly what Vista needed. You can hear the Douglas County fans starting to get really into this, which is never a good sign.
Vista needs to get this momentum back. It is shifted to Douglas County. It is only an 8-point lead now. You know, Vista kind of playing slow, kind of not. They're definitely not where they want to be at the time right now.
All right, well, we've hit our last COVID timeout of regulation. Mountain Vista leads by 8. I'm starting to get a little bit concerned, but I'm still optimistic. What do you think?
I am. I believe that Vista can win this game. It's all about leading. They just need to get this momentum back towards them. They need to start playing fast and stop forcing turnovers. It almost feels like they are, when they are getting rebounds, falling to the ground, they are trying to get rid of the ball, trying to pass it, which I understand, but if you have two Douglas County players on you, that's probably not the best bet. Maybe try and get the ball at that point.
Well, as we head back to the action, it's Nick Stone shooting a 1-and-1. Trying to get Vista's lead back to double digits. The first one is good, so he receives the second, and Vista will take it. Vista. Nick Stone misses, rebounded by A.J. Jackson. 9-point deficit. Hackley inside. Keegan Phillips has 4 fouls. He's in the game. Hall inside, fouled by Nick Stone. He hates that call. And very quickly you see Henry Gamble running in to check in. I'm assuming for Stone.
These fouls on both ends have kind of sparked some annoyance in the players and some of the fans on both sides.
That loose ball is picked up by Ben Bowen. Vista going the other way. Jackson trying to contain him, can't. Nick Stone. 3:15 to go. Gamble just in off the bench, gives it over to Tyler Nash. Loose ball. And Nick Stone, open, James Lang. James Lang hits a three-pointer. It's a 12-point game.
That is such a pretty shot and such a good look for James Lang.
Inside, driving in and scoring Douglas County, courtesy of Ty Nettles, 10-point game.
Eagles trying to keep this 10-point lead.
Beautiful move by Ben Bowen. Brian Wood calls a timeout, 12-point game. Golden Eagles lead with 2.5 minutes to go.
30-second time. Ball by
So, Brian Wood chooses to call a timeout after that basket. Do you agree with that? Because in my opinion, it's almost like you're taking the momentum out of the basket in a way.
I think it depends because the lead is getting narrower and this defense hasn't been the greatest this quarter. It was super strong and good in the first two quarters, but this quarter it hasn't. So I think this timeout was more about defense, and I think also trying to hype them up about their offense to keep that momentum, but we will see.
This is Isaac Dressel, one of our producers. We thank him for all his hard work. All right, we send it back over to the action with 2:33 as that inbound pass goes to Hackley. Hackley working on Gamble. Quick feet, pulling up, shooting, and it's a bit strong, but it's a really good offensive rebound by Hall. A.J. Jackson missed, rebounded by James Lang.
Defensive rebound by James Lang right there.
Henry Gamble inside, scoring. 14-point game with just over 2 minutes to go. Quick three on the other end is missed by Hall.
Douglas County trying to answer.
Vista have all the momentum right now. Beautiful pass by Ben Bowen. James Lang slaps it home.
And I think this answers your question. Was that timeout a good call from Brian Wood? And I think Vista is showing out that it was.
Well, Hall puts it up and he's fouled, and it's probably a good thing he did, because I think that if Douglas County doesn't score on that possession, the game's all but over. Like that was
I agree.
three possessions in a row for the Golden Eagles where they scored effortlessly. Douglas County scrambling all over the place trying to find something.
And that is how Vista is good at playing fast. When they play fast, they get open looks, they get open baskets, they get fast breaks, they get 4-on-1s down at the hoop, and I think it's really good. When Vista plays slow, they don't tend to do as well. They can be, but when they play fast, Vista is very successful.
Yeah, that free throw is good. It's a 15-point lead, 15-point lead for the Golden Eagles. Fast break into Stone, no foul, and it'll be a jump ball. Vista will retain possession with 1:33 to go in the fourth quarter.
I am not really surprised that the refs didn't call that foul on that fast break because the fouls were very uneven. You could say it was 8-3 at one point, foul-wise. And I think the refs are trying to even that out, as refs do in most games, but they call another foul and Ben Bowen gets to the line. It is sparking annoyance in the Douglas County fans.
Yeah, they are not happy. But with 1:30 to go, Ben Bowen is going to go to the line. And it is good. The first one is good for Ben Bowen. Ben Bowen, 2 for 2 from the line. 17-point lead. Foul called on Strawbridge, and that was a bit of a cheap foul. No point getting that one.
I think they were trying to double team Hackley right there, and he kind of broke through Nick Stone and Ty Strawbridge, so Ty Strawbridge kind of tried to get back, and he ended up fouling it.
Well, that ball goes out of play. Ben Bowen deflected it out of bounds. 1:23 to go, and I think this is a must score for Douglas County. Hackley wanted it, decided not to take it. 3 on the way, no good. Rebounded by Strawbridge. Strawbridge trying to break the press, loses the ball. Really good defense there by DC, and they score.
Douglas County trying to put pressure on the ball, and it can be successful unless Vista has long passes out.
Well, there's a nice shot there. Ty Strawbridge, 17-point game. You got to think this one's over.
With 47 seconds left, I would have to agree.
Driving in, kicking it out. Hall missed, rebounded Gamble. They are pressing, and there'll be a foul called on Hall.
And I think that's what Douglas County is trying to do. I think they're trying to foul. They're almost in, they are at double bonus, so there really is no use to foul now unless Vista starts banking their free throws and completely missing them. But it's safe to say that this game is over.
Gamble. The free throw, no good. So with 33.9 seconds to go in the game, I would guess that Douglas County is probably going to take their shot and then call it a day and just let Vista dribble it out.
As he makes the second one.
And the court, J.D. Creable.
Hackley, nice pass.
That was a
And that's
very
Connor
good
Mantell.
play with an open look for Douglas County there. I don't know how much that helps them right now.
And that's going to be an offensive foul. Nick Stone got a little too aggressive there, and it looks like Douglas County will get another possession. 16
It is 1-1, it looks like.
well, a charge doesn't count for that, so they'll just get the ball at the inbound and probably put up a quick shot. Hackley, he's had a good game, probably not the game he wanted. He only has 16 points, which is under his average. He probably wanted more. He puts up that shot, misses. Strawbridge with another rebound, and I'd say that's going to do it. Vista may just put up a layup here, and it is Bryson Linder. Bryson Linder getting his first points of the game. That's got to be a big confidence boost for
Vista
him.
trying not to foul, there's no point in.
And folks, that is the game. Mountain Vista 69, Douglas County 51. The Golden Eagles win the ball game, and they improved to 3-0 in this early season.
Yeah, I think it was a really good game for both teams. Although Vista comes out on top, I think there were some ups, there were some downs, there were some goods, there were some bads, you know, in every game. But I feel like in this game in particular, there was a lot of momentum shifts. There wasn't really any lead changes, but Douglas County was able to cut the lead a few times. But for the most part, Vista kept a good, safe lead.
Yeah, well, I'll give Douglas County props because although it seemed like Vista had the upper hand on them pretty much the entire game, they never sat down and gave up. They kept fighting. They kept having those runs that put them back into double digits, or short double digits, low single digits. And although they never really got back into the game completely, the fight in them was just admirable.
Yeah, and there were very many charges called this game. I don't know if that really shifted the game because Kyler Knotts for Vista took 2. There were, I think, 3 for Douglas County that they took. So very good defensively and offensively.
All right, well, stay tuned for the VistaNow post-game show. We'll be back in a few minutes. But that's the final from the Eagles Nest. Mountain Vista 69, Douglas County 51. We'll be back in a few for the postgame show. Vista now. Hello, Vista fans. At last, we are live with the VistaNow post-game show. I'm joined here with my colleague, Kendall Wright. Exciting game today. What were your initial thoughts?
I thought it was going to be a close game. Even though Douglas County was ranked 17 and we were ranked 5, it's always a good game when we play someone from our league. And I think that Vista had a lot of keys that they needed for the game, and they met some of them, but there were a lot of ups and downs, and especially like the start of each quarter started off a little slow for Vista. What do you think?
Well, yeah, I'd say the first half was a bit of a struggle, but eventually, as we progressed into the game, Douglas County started to get tired out. We saw Vista come up with a lot of quick, fast breaks, kickouts for threes. The offense was definitely clicking late, unlike how it was in the first. And I thought that watching that second half, if we can play like that for 4 quarters, this is going to be a very tough team to stop.
I agree. I think if Vista can start off by playing fast and aggressive, that will really, really benefit Vista. I think this is when they finally started to mold, and with this win, it'll lead to more success because they feel more comfortable with each other. They feel more confident. Like, they've played together. They all have. And I think that will help Vista beat some higher ranked teams like Thunder Ridge and some other league rivals.
Well, speaking of Thunder Ridge, that's a big game coming up next Friday, a week from tomorrow. They play again on Saturday. Unfortunately, we won't be covering that as it is an away game. But I'm excited to see if Vista can keep up this winning streak. Now, in a minute, we're going to talk to player of the game, Ty Strawbridge. So that should be exciting. I believe Ty is available. But we'll have to give him a minute to get over here. But definitely an all-around good win by the Golden Eagles. They held Douglas County to 14 points in the first half, and even in the second half, although they turned up the Jets a little bit, Douglas County got some runs. At the end of the day, Vista was just too overpowering.
I agree. I think if Vista keeps up that defense in any of the games they play, they will be very successful, and it'll be very, very good. And here, now we are going to have our post-game interview with the player of the game, Ty Strawbridge.
Hello, and we'd like to welcome Ty to the post-game show, the VistaNow post-game show. Congrats, you have been named the VistaNow player of the game. A really good game. You had 17 points, a season high for you, 9 rebounds, so close to that double-double. How did you feel you played tonight? How do you feel the team played?
Well, tonight I felt I played pretty well. I wasn't able to shoot the ball as well as I would have liked to from beyond the arc, but that shot comes and goes, but it's always nice to get a few layups around the basket, and I thought it was a great team win as well.
Yeah, well, although you were a little shaky from outside the arc, inside you were just dominant. 7 for 7, you didn't miss, and I think that was one of the key contributors to you guys' win tonight. Also, what would you say, who else really complemented that offense tonight?
I think James Lang was great from the outside. He hit 3 or 4 3-pointers, and Ben, of course, is always great attacking the rim, getting other people's shots, getting himself shots. So I think those two were very big for us tonight.
So we've talked about the offense a little bit. Let's move over to the defense. I know in the last 2 games, Kyler Nats has come up with a lot of defensive charges. Has that kind of fueled your team, like given them a little bit of fire and momentum?
Yeah, I think those charges are big momentum swingers in the game. We're able to get our momentum back, and I think we didn't have as many charges tonight. They weren't as usually the refs are pretty lenient, but tonight they weren't as lenient. So we had to find other ways to keep the momentum on our side. And Douglas County made some good runs in the games, but we were able to hold them off, so that was great.
Well, and I did think that although you guys only had 3 blocks and 3 steals throughout the game, you guys really, even though it might not have shown up on the stat sheet, you guys were really a defensive presence, and I thought that really kind of led you guys to the win. You held Douglas County to 14 points in the first half. I don't think there's going to be many games you guys play this season where if you hold a team to that little, I just don't see you guys losing. So there were a couple of times where Douglas County came back and got a couple of runs, cut it to 10, cut it to 8. How did you guys respond to that, and how did you fight back?
We just kept our composure on the offensive end, knowing that we were going to be able to get easy layups and open three-pointers because their defense was really lenient towards that, and we were able to attack their defense. And we just stayed with it, and we came out on top. And it was nice to build that early 17-point lead going into halftime to where they didn't really have a chance of coming back.
All right, well, you've heard it from Ty Strawbridge, the VistaNow player of the game. And with that, we'll sign off for the night. Final score, Mountain Vista 69, Douglas County 51. Thank you. I've been Griffin Leonard, Kendall Wright, and thank you again to Ty Strawbridge. Have a good night, Vista.